Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR 06 Total Team Control. And in this 25th episode of our fight to the top as local racing legend Mikey Kyle, we are going to continue after what was a year-and-a-half long hiatus from this game in our attempt to win the championship in our first full-time season in the Busch Series. I think I put that together well in the phrasing. But yeah, last time I played this game, we got me and Jay McMurray to almost multi-race lead, I guess. And then Luke Trigger won Chicagoland. He's a fantasy driver. What's going on in the trucks? I think I have Chase Montgomery. He's okay. And then the other drivers on my team are terrible. Oh my goodness. Bobby Hamilton, Deborah Renshaw driving the best trucks I could build for them, and they're not accomplishing anything with that. I got this one guy who's in contention to win a modified series championship and make me a bunch of money. And these guys, they're just running mid-pack. I own a Cup Series team, and so I'm using that to make money. Except my drivers are crappy fantasy drivers, so they're all the way down here somewhere. Mike Sparks and David Langford. I did turn on the game's Speed Zone soundtrack, so it's not just silent when we're at the menus. I feel like that's kind of nice. Let's see where we left off in the calendar. I looked back at the last episode, and we do have a showdown against Kevin Harvick that popped up. And the Cup Series is about to race at Chicagoland. Yeah, because we just did that in the Busch Series. Greg Biffle wins at Chicagoland. Here's a stat on how the showdowns have gone for me since I started this Let's Play. And I do get to use the car that I have designed for the Cup Series because I own a Cup Series team. I don't know if it's all that good of a car. Usually it's the worst car you can possibly imagine. Let's just use this as a warm-up for figuring out how the cars in this game drive again. I have not played this game very much since I left the series unattended in the feed of this channel. Oh my god, Kevin Harvick. Okay, I'm going to go underneath you. Oh, we made a little contact. You didn't give me your room. Well, I mean, I don't think he's supposed to, but this is like Kyle Busch versus Christopher Bell at Circuit of the Americas. That's how the AI race in these games. Which, that's fine if it's for the win, but them consistently doing this at every track, no matter what track it is, no matter what lap it is, that's annoying. I think I might get a run off of this corner right here. Can't do anything with it because there is a car in the way. I might just lead this first lap though. Get on the track. It's not an actual super speedway, it's a road course, so I don't think that actually matters. Okay, now I just got to run these other two laps. And off the final corner, I've been studying the fact that for some reason my pitch black car is brown. I didn't make it brown. You could tell it's supposed to be black, but there's like a slightly brown hue to that. No, I'm not going to do donuts for a one-car battle. And they gave me the skill points. Nice. I don't know if I can do anything with that. I think I've already unlocked everything in the game. And then there's the phone notification. It's Kevin Harvick sending me a little email. The trucks are going to race at Kansas, and then the Cup Series is going to race at New Hampshire. And we're going to go racing at New Hampshire the next week in the Busch Series. That does not make sense. No, you don't do shit that way. This fucking game, I swear to God. Jack Knight wins the truck race, and then Greg Biffle wins the Cup race.
Alright, here we go. Don't hold anything back.
Isn't Jack Knight the guy that I hired to drive the truck I built in the truck series? I swear I did. I think I'm only going to run this first lap because it should be good enough for me to contend for the win from the starting spot. By the way, just a reminder, we are not maximizing equipment in the Busch Series. We're using 80% cars, so we don't just dominating. I want to see what I'm capable of. Also, Jay McMurray is starting 11th now. Destruction! So this is our Truck Series race shop. That's a Christian Eckes-based design in the Truck Series that I left off with. We're going to go to hire driver. That should tell us what our driver is. And there's Jack. He did! He did! Oh, and look at that. Chase Montgomery had a good run, too. He moved up a couple spots. And yeah, there's Jack Knight. He has himself in 11th in the standings because of that win. I don't know where he was beforehand because his name's not highlighted in yellow like the rest of my drivers. Anyways, back to racing at New Hampshire. There we go. I loaded and unloaded, reloaded the dang New Hampshire race weekend like 5 times because I wanted to see this as soon as we start this episode. Mikey Kyle has 3 wins. Jamie McMurray has 2. Mikey Kyle's got 11 top 5s. Jay McMurray has 9. And we're doing pretty good on top 10s as well. God dang, man. I did not have to go through all that work, but I clicked on that calendar and it said Team Prestige and Team Chemistry. And then I backed out. Oh my god, are we going to wreck it? What the fuck? Hey, Dale Jr.'s in that really cool looking scheme. The Oreo Ritz car. I had nothing to do with that. What? Is that Ron Hornaday? He just died. He took out Ryan Newman? Oh my god. I don't know, man. This is a weird way to get back into playing this game. Why do I have to start in front of this guy? He just wrecked and crashed. That's not NASCAR logic. That's EA Sports logic. Did they really let somebody keep racing if they collected a bunch of damage and caused a wreck? I thought they had to go to the tail of the field. I mean, I don't know. But yes, I really do love this Oreo Rid scheme. It's got to be my favorite one that combines both of the Nabisco brands. I'm going to pull up in front of you. And then I'm going to send it on into the corner. It's going to get a little sideways, but I'm going to fail to actually even make up a position. Great. I thought I knew what I was doing right there. I know this much. You can use the apron, if you even want to call it an apron, the skirt of the track to get a little extra front end grip out of it by losing rear grip, basically. So it's either Bobby Labonte or JJ Illy leading this race right now. I'm trying to think like who could be leading the race. I think that's Bobby Labonte. But yeah, Jay McMurray started behind me, and then there was a wreck. So maybe he's still back there, and he's just doing fine. Hey, he's only a few spots back. Nothing I can't manage to take care of. Oh yeah, this is tough. Like I said, I didn't want to maximize equipment because I'd seen what that did for us in the Truck Series. So we're going to try to win a championship with 80% equipment. Diving underneath Bobby Labonte in that banquet car. I don't remember what his other sponsor is, but it's less red. It's a more magenta colored car. And then if we win the championship on 80% equipment, which clearly we're doing right now, then I'll try to pull it off with 70% equipment. I'm trying to see like what's the most competitive angle with the highest difficulty with no assists on it. Man, the difference in like the strength of the car with 80% whenever it comes to New Hampshire. God dang. Like I'm trying to win the race right now and I'm not succeeding. And another caution, probably debris from the last wreck. Damn, that's a really nice scheme. It's based off of a Sears car. No, this is an entirely different wreck. What is with you fucking morons? That's the car that Ron Hornaday used to drive. Okay, we're almost halfway, so I'm going to take a pit stop. Forget trying to contend for the win. Not pulling it off. So they're all pitting too, so this is the correct decision as far as the game is concerned. I'm up front, so let's just keep these car settings and that. Yeah. God, man, I'm freaking nervous. I'm out of the loop as far as making content goes. I don't know how to talk and say the stuff that you hear the person say. There's JJ Yilly in his 18 car. Oh boy. So we are going to come out pretty much in the same spot that we went in, 5th place. If I can't gain positions, then we need to get to work on fixing Jamie McMurray's race a little bit. He's actually made up spots because he's closer behind us now than he was before. I just checked on the map. Damn, man! Let off the gas, tap the brakes, and... What are you doing? Go up the track, you bozo. I'm in the middle, you're at the top. That's what it's going to be. Oh, okie doke. Trying to make up some spots here. I don't remember if Mark Martin was up front earlier. Who is that guy? This guy in the Whoa Nelly car is leading the race. I don't remember him either. Maybe Mark Martin was here and I just forgot, but I don't know about the fantasy driver. Okay, so we're going to clear ourselves. Staying in the draft just to get a little more speed out of it. I don't want to be on the outside of somebody going into this corner. Okay, let's go to the inside of them instead. Ugh. Every freaking sentence that I end is me also putting a little emphasis on how freaking hard it is to turn this damn car. But we're making it happen. Get a little bite on that apron. Come on. I'm trying to clear you. You won't let up. You're not racing like Martin Truex Jr. You're being competitive and shit. And I don't know if Mikey Kyle will be able to keep the lead if I got him to lead. Usually the AI have a completely different way of driving your car versus, well, what you're capable of. So who knows? We are getting after these guys. And now there goes Bobby Labonte for the lead. Trying to get a run off the corner. Not quite. This has got to be one of the best New Hampshire races in this reality of the career mode right here. You don't see New Hampshire races where they're having a lead change every freaking 3 laps. Okay, we got there, and we didn't lead the lap. I'm pissed off. I wanted to lead the lap and then switch to Jay McMurray and then worry about this battle later on. Can you please keep the lead after I switch drivers here? I don't want to waste any more time. God dang, Jay McMurray's done falling back to 50. I swear he was like 10th at the restart. So this is, I think, Casey Kane in the 79. And Jamie Mayfield has like a red, yellow, and black 79 car. Shit can get really confusing. Ryan Newman was at the back of the field and involved in a crash. Pretty heavily involved, I would say so myself. And he's up here in the top half of the field, almost in the top 10. That's kind of spectacular. Gotta give him credit there. Oh, look at that. Ron Hornaday fixed a bunch of the damage. Usually the AI don't fix the damage. They just keep dropping debris until they have to take a scheduled pit stop. So, yeah, his ass is looking fine again. Mikey Kyle is protecting the lead. Thank you. Getting them laps led. We are moving our way up the field with Jamie McMurray. Dokie. I think it'd be very nice if I could make a thumbnail that's just these 3 cars. The 9 and the 81 Oreo Ritz car. Ugh. But I made contact with the 8 car, so they're probably going to use that for highlights instead. Is this Shane Meal? That is Shane Meal. The silent H. I have a problem with trying to pronounce a name that starts with a silent H. That's bizarre. Where does that name originate from? It's a strange name. Oh my goodness. So this is basically like a Dale Earnhardt Dodge right here, this scheme we're driving right now. I mean, it doesn't do that thing where it curves off in the front. It's all the way around, but still, you get the idea. It never registers in my mind that it's a Dale Earnhardt-based scheme because it's a Dodge, and it's got different branding and different font and, you know, all of that. Can we get Jamie McMurray past Bobby Labonte before the start of the final lap? Because I obviously want to do some donuts in this return to NASCAR 06. We're winning our first race back. Okay. I just don't think it'd be possible to get him past Bobby Labonte. Oh, but Bobby Labonte's getting a run off of turn 4 because he got a run on the outside. I didn't think that was a thing. But I'm going to battle back, and I'm going to take that spot. Ugh. I'll make you check up. I'll scare you off. Ugh. Or we'll make contact and give Jay McMurray second place. People got to hate this team, man. People got to hate watching this team battle for the win. Oh, my God. Jay McMurray's going to steal the win from us. Crossover. Crossover. No crossover. I don't get a run. What the fuck? Okay, well, now we're tied in wins. Great. Well, we went 1 and 2, but that's not how I wanted to do it. I mean, I tried to, like, pull down and block him into the corner, but then I would have just washed up the track anyway. We got to win a race this episode, though. We got to have a comeback win, too. It's a win for the team, but we could have done that shit later. That didn't have to happen first thing in the episode, us losing to our teammate. You know, there's these guys, 400, 530 points back. Yeah, we definitely need to go to 70% equipment ratings in the second Busch Series season to test the limits of the game. Hey, my modified driver is leading modified championship. That's awesome. And then we got Alan Walker up to 9th. The other dudes seem to have dropped off, 12th and 13th. Yeah, I don't really pay enough attention to what goes on in that series, but it's all fantasy drivers, so it's hard to actually care. If it was real drivers, it'd be a little more immersive. But the Cup Series is going to go do their race at Pocono. I think I made my first Cup start in this game at Pocono, actually, in the previous episode of the series. We're going to UPS. We can deliver some packages. Jeff Gordon wins at Pocono. Oh, here's our updated stats after New Hampshire. I wish they would show us this every time. Nothing else. That'd be fantastic. Jamie McMurray has qualified 7th. And yep, it is a tight race car, and this is already a really tight track. We are falling down the ticker. Okay. Come on, get a big old run off the corner. Alright, solid improvement. 14th. I just realized this race is called the Switch Track 350. I don't know if that's an actual brand IRL or if they're implying that we should not be racing here right now and racing at a different track. I did not cause that. You decided to not stay low on the track to avoid making contact. Okay, I'm 16th after the first lap. We started 14th, which is on the outside, so things could be worse. I do not have high expectations for this race because it's always been difficult, and this is not maximized equipment. We're going to dive in beneath the knee-high car. Oh! Almost made contact. Yeah, look at McMurray go. He's already up to 5th place. He's got a car diving to his inside. Wow, I fucking jinxed him. Holy shit. We're going to dive beneath this milk car. I swear that's a milk car. Oh, we're making contact with Jeremy Mayfield. I mean, me providing commentary while struggling to drive this car is making it even better, isn't it? Damn. He went to the outside and then lost all of his spots to the people on the inside lane. Now, his car is better than mine. It's always better than yours. So, we should be able to get something out of this race for him. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't think we're going to win this race with my driver unless some weird caution loophole timing stuff occurs. Ah, man, I can't turn. I mean, it's doing the bare minimum, but it's not being good enough to be competitive. If I make really early braking points and then arc it very well into the corner, I get a little bit of something out of it, but it's not as much as I want. No. Go away.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice lap. Fucking the leader about 2 seconds ahead.
Ugh! Fuck me, man. This car doesn't do what I ask it for. Ugh! Arc, turn, get a grip. Oh, man, I don't know how I make shit happen. I get way in over my head and I start blowing every corner, and then suddenly I slow down immensely and I start actually making up spots. It's absolutely one of the hardest tracks in the freaking game. Okay, we're starting to pick up some speed. Rears are starting to get worn, which means I slide a little more. It helps the car, but it's going to be really bad in a few more laps when the rears have me damn near spinning out. Okay, up to 9th. Jamie McMurray's following in sweet. Oh, front end don't want to do shit. Yeah. I'm not losing time on the leaders. I'm gaining time on the field, and you're annoying. Oh, McMurray's going to hold up traffic a little bit. I'm going to make some contact with, I think that's Kenny Wallace. He used to be my teammate when I was at PPC racing. And the fast white tin car. Okay, so we're about halfway in the race. I want to swap to McMurray. And we're going to try to make some business done with him for the remainder of it. Okay, so we're going to just stay on the outside for now. There goes Mikey Kyle down pit road. Ugh, you stupid damn Bobby Labonte. I don't know, I'm trying to make up positions and I got people still making moves on me despite me having fresh tires. So we're going to get all these laps back as pit stops play out. That did seem to check up Bobby Labonte. Enough for me to make a move on him into this corner. This car is going to be easier to drive. Like I said, your teammates have better cars. Now, here comes Mikey Kyle off pit road. Jamie McMurray still ahead of him. That's the race leader, Shane Meal, with Brandon Miller in the Reese's car. So they still haven't pit. I don't know what the hell their plan is, but I mean, I'm right here behind them making up time. So for all we know, Jamie McMurray could go back to back. Not my intention. Why? Why, Mr. Clean Driver? Well, he's going to hold them up? Okay, hold them up, not me. I very much appreciate that. You will be repaid for that later tonight, sir. Okay. We are going to pass you. And this guy's not going anywhere. Jesus Christ. Some daring moves going on between these guys. I don't know how they can make it so far on fuel. And then Jay McMurray's going so early in. The window is very strange at this track as far as pit stops. I mean, people are still pitting right now. Well, Shane Meal's down pit road. I see that on the map. So we should get our lap back from him and Bobby Labonte. Yeah, damn, Bobby Labonte just pulled into his stall and I passed him. So, are we about to take the lead with Jamie McMurray? It'll take a while for him to get up to speed, and he's still in his stall. And Shane Meal just pulled out of his spot, and Jay McMurray's in the lead. That's amazing. Mikey Kyle is just behind us, probably in like 4th or 5th. Oh, he's going to spin me out. That was for the lead. Here's Brandon Miller on my inside. So we're going to run from the outside. The 56 car is not for position, so we're going to arc it back beneath him. I'm eyeballing Mikey Kyle behind me on the map. Oh, buddy boy. Trying to take the lead back. Okay, we are going to into turn 1 right here. Car's slightly different handling than mine. What is that? Stop. Okay, so yeah, they are all up in the same spot. I'm going to switch to Mikey Kyle, and hopefully Jay McMurray can keep leading this race. Yeah, I'm going to try to make some moves. Okay, we're 7th. I think we might have lost a spot or two. Yeah, keep in mind, this is a really tight car, but we got some fresher tires. That guy's not for position. I know who Shane Meal is. Don't count your eggs before they hatch. I mean, goddamn. Dive into the corner knowing you can make it, JC. Okay, there we go. Up to 6th and 5th. Jay McMurray's holding down the fort. We're going to send it in this time on Shane Meal. Oh, it's going to get tight. Oh! Ow. Ooh, he did not like that. He thought about hitting me, but he thought better of it. There goes the Mr. Clean car to the lead again. I'm going to dive in. Oh, no, don't wreck. Jesus. Yeah, I keep on trying to make moves that aren't going to work. Damn, they're getting into the wall off the corner, too. Oh, we're running out of laps, and Mr. Clean is getting away. This is such a fucking tight track, and he's gone because he's not side by side with anybody. For some reason, it decided not to turn this corner, and we're back to 3rd. Fuck. Ugh. You know, I said we'd wind up repaying him later tonight. I mean, we might be repaying him freaking 5 minutes later. benefited him and us, really. It gave us a shot. It gave us some laps that we could lead, and that's about it. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, I guess. Well, we're going to get second. And Jay McMurray is somewhere back there. Maybe I can make a few passes with him just before the race ends. Yeah, he's crazy low on fuel because he pit on lap 17. Let's make up some spots just before it ends. Because we're not winning with Mikey Kyle. Might as well give it a shot. Oh, Old Spice car's in the way. Okay, we got fourth. Mikey Kyle got second. You know, that could have somehow gone differently. Luke Trigger is on a roll, by the way. This guy just finished third. Ow. That track is going to give me arthritis in my hands. I'm trying to do this to the stick as hard as I can all the time, and it's not actually going to change how hard my finger's on the stick. But, yeah, this lead is increasing just slightly. That's the guy right there who just won the race, John Hamilton. The Truck Series is basically going to Rockingham, and then the Cup is going to Indianapolis. And then there's also a truck race happening at UPS just before our race at Old Spice, the road course. So I'm not going to qualify. I'll just start from last. And it's also 24 laps at a road course. My God. Jimmy Johnson wins at the Brickyard. And Terry Cook wins that Rockingham-ish race thing. Jack Knight! Okay, that's 2 wins in 3 races. I don't even remember who it was that told me to hire Jack Knight like 2 years ago. But, good call, whoever that was. Guy might just win the Truck Series championship his first year racing there. I don't know if he had any experience as a fantasy driver prior. Just they could leave him open to racing anything when you hire him. Yeah, we got several laps to pass all these cars. I'm going to be really patient because they like to do shit like that. That could have been a caution. I'm still up 2 spots since the start. You know, we're going to dive down here and not make up any spots just yet. Okay, I made up 1. Get a good run through this curve. Yeah, I have a reputation of running remarkably well at this track. AI are not that competitive at these road courses. I mean, look at this shit. What was this stack up? Oh, did not mean to get into Clint Boyer. I'm pretty sure that's Clint Boyer in the AC Delco car in this game. Since the last time we played this game, I found this on eBay and ordered it. Is Ron Hornaday's AC Delco car from like 2003 or 2004. I love this car. Anyways, what position? 30th? 28th? I just passed 2 cars right there. So I try not to rear in this DC Spark guy. And I do anyways. But we didn't wreck. We're going to get a nice little run into this hairpin. Still not making any contact with any of these mofos. Ooh. That Wilson Harnesses car, I feel like that brand is supposed to be inspired by Kingsford, the charcoal that I always wind up buying. Frick, Courtesy Coils car damn near crashing into me. We're going to storm into this hairpin really well. It's magnificent banking. And after 2 laps, we are in the top half of the field. So that's working out well for us. We're going to pass this Coffee Blast cereal fantasy car. There is coffee-flavored cereal that has been done before, but I don't remember who was that made it. It might have been Cheerios or some shit. But I found it at one point. But, you know, we're still making up spots. And Jay McMurray, by the way, he is starting 5th in this race. I don't know if he's moved forward or backward. Shane Meal still leading this thing. From the looks of it, Jay McMurray is either 4th or still 5th. In the car I used to drive, he is running 15th. Right there. I don't have much to say right now. I think we've gotten the rundown and update of how everything was where we left it. And I'm just determined to focus on winning this race. So I don't know, enjoy some raw footage of me flying to this field.
Outside clear. Going on your right. Still there. Top 10. Okay, we're clear. 47, 66. Hey, buddy, hey. Going left side. You got both sides, you're all clear. Left side. That's another one down. All clear. Car on your right.
And just like that, we have arrived at Jamie McMurray. If we're gonna win a damn race this episode, it's gotta be this one. No damn caution for AI crashing each other into the pit wall. I saw something in a 4-hour and 40-minute video that Kamikaze did with this game as the background. I saw the AI wreck each other into a pit wall, and I was just like, I did not know they could do that to each other. It's manslaughter, borderline. Man. Anyways, this race could just go green. We get Mikey Kyle a win finally, after being away from the game for a year and a half. And it looks like Shane Meals just dominating this, and everyone's really spreading out. I don't know if you really need to see me pass cars anymore. You've already seen what it's like for me to pass cars this track. I've done plenty of that. You skip to me making the pass for the lead, which I think might just happen before pit stops. Yeah, the quickest I've been, and here I come ready to make a pass for the lead. Thought I was gonna dive underneath him whenever he tried to block, but he didn't really block very much at all. Yeah, he's got one of the good cars. Few drivers have been able to beat me off of that corner when I'm actually gunning for it instead of giving them the leeway. Okay, don't touch me. Can't touch this. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na. Can't touch this. We're finally gonna lead a lap. The 10th lap of this race. I waited until a lap after the halfway point. I have no idea where the actual pit road line is, but let's get down to 70, not speed in. It's not the shadow. It's like freaking 20 yards before the shadow. So I don't have any damage. We'll just get 4 tires and a full tank of fuel. Can we have a good pit stop? I'm not sure it matters whether or not we have a good pit stop, because I've probably got to a 5-second lead 3 laps before we take it. Jamie McMurray pit just the previous lap. These camera angles are not all that great. Is it during the summer that we're running this race? Is that why there are so many dead bugs all over the front of my car? Or is that just rubber coming off of the tires of everyone else in these really tight hairpin corners? I guess that would make sense. But then you also see rubber on the front of your car after a race at a super speedway, and I don't know about that. It says that JJ Yeley's leading this race, so he hasn't pit just yet, but maybe he is this time by. Well, we got a 9-second lead. Jamie McMurray looks like he's running 5th or some shit, so he's 6th. So let's pass these 4 cars, and then maybe there's another one ahead of them, and then we can finish 1 and 2 again. That's the goal every single race. Finish 1 and 2, regardless which driver I'm doing it with. We need one more driver swap in this freaking race. This game actually doesn't break and glitch as much as NASCAR 07 does when you do driver swaps. But it can still happen every now and then. We saw that infamously in the fucking modified series, just as I was about to win a championship. Oh my god, turn, bitch. Ugh. But yeah, we got one driver swap that I have to be worried about, and it's only so I can do donuts with Mikey Kyle as the winner. I don't know if he spun out and wrecked, that, you know, maybe I would be able to recover that, considering he's already leading. Who knows? Okay, I'm not going to beat the 32 of Shane Meal into this corner, unfortunately. Don't wash up into me. Okay, we'll get the run off. And we just got to charge down Brandon Miller, who seemed to have passed Shane Meal on pit road. Because, I mean, no one was near passing him while we were actually on track, just running regular pace. Let me just pass this one more car, and I'm going to increase that lead with Mikey Kyle as much as I possibly can. As long as he don't spin out and wreck himself or some dumb shit. Watch me speak it into existence. Oh! You get everything in this video if that were to happen. Would you want to stop? Fucking moron. Ah, they have no awareness. Well, we had second. We had second on him whenever he decided to do that. Brandon Miller, this is why your mom doesn't like you and no one even remembers you existed in the NASCAR Busch Series. Bozo. Well, there goes his freaking 10-second lead. Dog shit. Now I gotta worry about somebody passing Jay McMurray anyways. Hopefully not. I'm just gonna focus on my Mikey Kyle donuts. Forget this crap. Look at this. Got a 7.5 second lead. If we didn't have to cut laps out of the race for Brandon Miller's peanut butter fuck ass, then we would have had a 25 second lead to end this damn thing. And Jay McMurray lost to Brandon Miller, of course. And almost, you know, didn't get to see those results because it's such a long wait they would have skipped my victory celebration. So we're gonna come to the finish line, and it's been a year and a half waiting. While this year's on hiatus, we're doing donuts again with Mikey Kyle. Hell yeah! And here we are, in victory lane again. This time with the correct driver. I think we're just about 2 full races ahead of Jamie McMurray now. And then he's getting close to being 2 full races ahead of Shane Meal and all these other guys. So yeah, we just got races to run, stats to pad out. We got 4 wins with Mikey Kyle and 3 with Jay McMurray. It could be 5 wins with Mikey Kyle, but I fucked up in New Hampshire. Where did Chase Montgomery go? Oh, he's 8th. Yeah, Jack Knight is moving up the standings from his 2nd win on the season, I believe. What about the other guys? Or guy and gal? Okay, they're terrible. Good to know. And they haven't been a modified race in a hot minute. But after this Cup Series race at Watkins Glen, there is a modified race. And there's a Truck Series race at IRP and another Cup race at Michigan before our Busch Series race at IRP. Tony Stewart wins at Watkins Glen. Go figure. The Rodney Clay wins the Modified Series race. Brandon Witt won the truck race at IRP. And then Jimmy Johnson won the Michigan race in the Cup Series. God dang, man, that iced coffee I drink is about to have me shit myself. Let's get this qualifying lap over with. Jay McMurray is starting 7th. Again. That didn't even feel that good. I'm in the middle of the pack right now. Where are we starting? 21st? I did not improve on my 2nd lap. So here we are. Green flag is out. It just occurred to me that Bill Weber does the pre-race commentary when you get to the menu for like every race in this game. And he recently passed away. It was like December, and then we got the news like late in January. And honestly, that was kind of upsetting that, you know, just so much time went by and no one was told anything about it. And my God, my car is terrible at this track. What the heck? Please get off my case. AI? Yeah, this is going to be our worst qualifying start all season. 21st. I mean, yeah, I started last in the previous race, but I didn't qualify for that one. This is the worst I have qualified all season. And I can't clear him. If I do clear him, it doesn't matter because I can't make it to the corner. So He's going to make his way around me, and we're going to have a terrible race. Okay, that's a first. I can't remember the last time we just had a terrible race. We made a crossover, and we can go to the corner and not turn. Yes, his car does not want to turn at this track, so that's just going to happen. Ugh! What the fuck? Can we pass this guy? It just doesn't turn. This is so new. I can't pass cars! And that's the only reason I'm here! There goes the 152 car, back past me again. This car sucks. This is the most the car has sucked at something all season. There goes another car passing me. I don't feel like I'm accomplishing anything by being racing as Mikey Kyle. So let's go race as Jim McMurray, since his car is actually capable of things and steering and all that. Let's try to get him the win. Or people could start taking pit stops. I didn't even realize we managed to get about halfway in this race so quickly. I wasted so much time with Mikey Kyle. If I knew that I would have no use in driving as him, I would have not bothered. But you find out as you go. Stupid freaking JJ Yeley over here just trapped Mikey Kyle lap down because whenever you hit the back of someone's car, you're the one that gets spun out. In every NASCAR game ever, we found a stupid track in here. I mean, we were competitive more at UPS. I thought that would be the hard track. Out of nowhere, this one became more difficult. So anyways, we got 6 cars to pass in like 8 laps, and Jay McMurray's car doesn't seem to want to turn very much either. I took out some tire pressure, just a little bit. It's not getting an arc, and I don't know, there's some kind of rubber banding involved with this where you can come flying through the field, and then once you get to a certain position, the game decides you're not allowed to move forward anymore. I already talked about that earlier on in the series.
Halfway on gas. 18:37. Gaining on the leader. Let's go. Go outside.
If you would let me go, please. There's just no give and take. Yes, the race is almost over, but the lack of give and take is annoying sometimes. There's the white flag. Well, McMurray did start 7th, and we restarted a little bit better than that, and then I immediately lost a spot. But overall, it seems we are gaining a position this race. I figured out a way to drive the track just at the very end, which is, you know, using the groove, which does tend to be higher up at IRP, but it wasn't consistently working with Mikey Kyle. But my God, that was the worst race I've had to run all season. And because of JJ Yeley, Mikey Kyle finishes 35th, a lap down. Stupid oaf. This is the satisfied cutscene. I am not satisfied with finishing 35th, though. Oh, that hit us in the points pretty hard. But we still got a over race lead on Jay McMurray, and that's over 2 races on Shane Meal, so that's pretty good. Brandon Miller is really starting to piss me off with his peanut butter cups and whatever. And then modifieds, Nate Beasley's points lead shrank. The Cup Series is going to Bristol for the night race. That is still a popular event to this day. And to end off this episode in the Busch Series, we're going to Watkins Glen for the Zippo 200. This is where we made our first start in the series as an owner driver. We had that dark red 65 car. Kurt Busch wins the night race at Bristol. He is really good at that track. Why am I qualifying for this race? I don't know. I mean, we did just lose several points with Mikey Kyle, so I could use a lap lead bonus by starting up front. And, you know, we have a strong suit for road courses because these AI are just not good at road courses in this game. They're still relatively difficult to drive because of the wonky physics engine, which there are pros and cons to this game's physics engine in my opinion. It's like it's more difficult to drive than NASCAR 07, but then it's got a more realistic floatiness to it at the same time. NASCAR 07, I feel like it's just too freaking easy for me because it's so simple and dumbed down compared to this. But, yeah, I want them freaking points. I want to lead every damn lap in this race and hope that our championship competitors finish like shit. And then McMurray, I don't know, he's going to finish second, then I'm hardly going to gain anything on him. And that tends to be what I'm mostly concerned about, is Jamie McMurray having a great race while I have a bad race multiple times and then losing the whole freaking championship. Very unlikely, but yeah. Pole on the first lap. Oh god, this is going to be destructive. Ugh! We are going to start from the inside lane in the first corner, so that's nice. Hey, it's only a 9-lap race. That's cool. As opposed to over twice that at the last road course. Get a run off of turn 1. And we are away from the rest of these slow pokes. I'm going to make sure I get this first lap led with a big lead to protect myself. And then we're going to switch to Jay McMurray and try to get him solidified into second place too. Okie dokie. About a 2.3 second lead after the first lap. We do over to this guy. He's still 5th where he started. I think he was 4th, and then I beat him in qualifying. Oh my god, I fucking hate this son of a bitch. Okay, we'll get a run off of that corner. We'll pull the kids that's outside like an idiot. This is not going to be pretty if we even make contact. This is not a safe place to make contact. The game tends to lose its shit. Glitches right there. Okay, another run. To the outside of Shane Meal. Look at us go. Dang Mr. Clean Car. He's just going at it. It's John Hamilton. Hit the brakes at 400. Get a big run up to this guy in the bus stop. I'm taking my time because I don't want to freaking go crashing into somebody because of how slow they tend to be. We are getting amazing arcs off this corner. Why couldn't our cars be good IRP? I can't talk fucking English. Shit. That's your fault for blocking me. You got rear-ended because you're doing whatever that is. I am checking up so that we don't wreck ourselves. Okay, we'll get another big old run off of this corner. Stop. Stop. Stop blocking me. Okay, there we go. Up to second. It's probably going to come to my outside right here. And there we go. Now, Mikey Kyle has lost time to second place from the looks of it because he had a 2.3 second lead and now it's down to like 1.8 when I got past John Hamilton. But we're going to switch to Mikey Kyle and make sure he leads every lap of this thing. I'll accelerate. I don't want to accelerate. We got a breaking point right here. I don't like there's that many safe places to drive or swap at Watkins Glen. You know, it's a really long straightaway, but I'm hitting the brakes as I'm trying to take control of the car, but no, they want me to hit the X button in a braking zone. Okay, I'm going to switch back to Jay McMurray. My controller vibrated erratically when I did that. I thought you freaking wrecked or some shit, but no, we're okay. I'm just doing this so that Mikey Kyle can go take his pit stop, and I can just keep making up time with Jay McMurray for a few laps. Could I? Okay, he's pitting this lap. You don't actually have control of when they take pit stops in this game. You don't. You can tell them to pit, and if they say no, it means they're not pitting. If they say yes, it means they were already going to. I figured that out at some point, also in the process of doing this series. I feel like that's kind of dumb. They threw a little thing in there to make it look like you have total team control, when you actually don't. Anyways, oh my god, damn, these AI are slow. I mean, AI's taking over Mikey Kyle, and he went as slow as possible. Are they going to put his pit stall before the finish line? I hope not. Wow, you are going as slow as you possibly can. You ain't got no damage. Yeah, full tank. Stupid. So the finish line is, right, I think that was the finish line right there. So we should be fine to getting him leading every lap. Okay, now we're pulling Jay McMurray onto pit road. I'm doing this just to make sure that we pit on the same lap and McMurray doesn't wind up leading a lap and getting extra points over Mikey Kyle. Wow, that was a graphical glitch. God dang, the freaking sky was in the tire. We're good to go. There goes Mikey Kyle. And no one else is beating McMurray off pit road. And ta-da, 5th win of the season for Mikey Kyle. Like 12 seconds over Jay McMurray. So both of Mikey Kyle's wins in this episode were on road courses. Maybe in the next episode we'll finally win on a speedway or short track again. I don't even know what's coming up. Did not really have that much speed on the short tracks in this video, I can tell you that much. Dadgum, we led every lap of that race. But then how is there 4 lead changes? It's supposed to be based off of if there's a different leader at the end of the lap. That's bullshit. We had our rough patch in this episode, but for the most part it was all good stuff coming back to this game finally. We just gained 20 points on Jay McMurray right there, and I think that's a 3 full race lead on all these guys on back at this point. But yeah, we don't have to worry about anyone else, just Jay McMurray and then padding out the stats. Next episode is all speedways and short tracks, nothing fictional, stuff like Michigan, California, Bristol, Richmond, Kansas. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.